Yo, what's up? This is Sonny from Sonny Eat Well Club. We're going to get out of the kitchen today, and I want to go and talk to you about some tricks and tips about weight loss. I want to talk to you about tips and tricks for weight loss, okay? Number one, when you weigh yourself, okay, you should only weigh yourself on a Wednesday, because on a Wednesday is your real natural weight. Because Monday and Tuesday, Thursday and Friday, you're doing the same thing. The weekend is altogether different. What you do on a weekend is different than Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. So when you start this program of mine, I want you to start it on a Wednesday. Weigh yourself on a Wednesday, and don't weigh yourself every Wednesday. Weigh yourself every other Wednesday. That's number one. Okay, so let's start here now, okay? In the mornings, I want you to have a fast carb, a slow carb, and a protein. All right? Between breakfast and lunch, okay, you need to snack. Between, well, actually lunch, you need a fast carb, slow carb, and a protein. Between lunch and dinner, you need to snack again. And for dinner, you're going to have a slow carb and a protein only. So let's talk about what I just said right now. Let's talk about breakfast. I'm going to give you a simple breakfast, and there's many, many, many breakfasts out there that I have for you to do. Okay, so here's one of the breakfasts. Let's take about oatmeal. Well, number one about oatmeal is what I want to talk to you about, okay? And like I said, there's many different breakfasts. Easy way to make the oatmeal. Do not use instant oatmeal. The stuff that you peel off the little top of the thing or put it in a cup of hot water and put it in the microwave. No, you have to use the old-fashioned oatmeal that you cook over the stove like that. Okay, that's the oatmeal you have to use. Now I'm going to tell you how I want you to make it. I want you to take the old-fashioned oatmeal, whatever the ingredients is on the back, okay, whatever it says, whatever brand you buy is fine, and no steel-cut oats. You can only have steel-cut oats at night, meaning because steel-cut oats has tryptophan in it. Tryptophan, which you know that has turkeys, make you sluggish and sleepy. You don't want that in the morning. You can have it at night. But let's go back here, how to make the oatmeal. Whatever the ingredient says, the water and the oats, you're going to put in a blender. You're going to blend it and puree it. Then you're going to put it in the pot, and then you're going to cook it over the stove. Now, once it's cooked, it's too much. I want you to take half of that, put it in the refrigerator. The other half, you're going to eat. Now, this is what you could do with it. These are your choices. Just extra water in it to make it a little bit looser, or you could put cinnamon, you could put stevia, or you could put 2% fat-free or skim milk in it. No regular milk. All right? Now, that's not enough for the breakfast. That's part of the breakfast. Next, eggs. You have to have an egg or two. Now, you can have boiled eggs, you can have scrambled eggs. It depends how you like your eggs. But let's say they're going to be boiled. Well, of course, we know boiled or poached eggs, it's in the water, this, that, the other thing, it's all fine. Okay, but let's say you want to fry your eggs and make your eggs over easy, or scrambled eggs. This is how you're going to make your eggs. You're going to either one or two options, grapeseed oil or butter. Not make-believe it's butter, not margarine. I think it's butter. No, that's all garbage. You're going to use regular butter or grapeseed oil. Why grapeseed oil and only grapeseed oil? Because it doesn't break down to trans fat. So, now I told you how to make the eggs. I told you how to make the oatmeal. That's not enough for a fat-burning breakfast. What you're going to do next now is you have to have some fruit. All fruit is not good for you for weight loss. Okay? So, what we're going to do right now here is I'm going to tell you about what I do not want you to have for breakfast as far as fruit goes. No oranges, no tangerines, no grapefruits, no pineapples, no pineapple juice, none of that. Okay? That's not good. Oh, you could have blueberries, you could have grapes, you could have cantaloupe, you could have honeydew melon, you could have watermelon, okay? Now, what I want to say to you is you'll like say, well, I could go on and on about this, that, the other thing. At the end of the show, I'm going to show you with these 2 books that I have out here to make life easier for you, what to have and what not to have. Okay, but I just want to give you a little bit sample of right now what I'm talking about. So let's just say, for our argument's sake, you say, oh, I'll have some blackberries. Okay, we do not weigh food. Okay, that's a waste of time. So let's say blackberries. So your hand is different than everybody else's hand size. So let's take our hand like this. Whatever you could fit there, that's enough. That's your size of your blueberries or your grapes, or let's just say a plum. You could have a plum, 1 plum that you don't have to put in your hand. Okay, let's talk about something else. Cantaloupe. Okay, here's a cantaloupe. Cut it. Okay. Cut it down, you're going to have a wedge. Okay, so you got a wedge of your fruit, cantaloupe, whatever. Okay, you're going to have your eggs and you're going to have oatmeal. That's a fat-burning breakfast. Like I said again, there's more to this. Okay, we're going to show you at the end how to get these 2 books, okay, to give you more information. We have to snack. We have to snack between breakfast and lunch. The idea of this whole program is like this. We're eating because it's time to eat. When you eat because you're hungry, your body's not working right. Okay? You should eat, like I say, because it's time to eat. Look at it this way. If you were driving your car, check engine light goes on. Well, you're still driving, check engine light went on, but you're still going. It means something's wrong. Okay? Just like when you eat because you're hungry, your body's not working right. Something's wrong. Okay? So, let's talk about now breakfast and lunch. You have to snack in between. This is what I would like you to do. Have an apple with organic peanut butter. We're going to take an apple or buy apple slices. Okay, we're going to cut little wedges off of them, put a little bit of organic peanut butter on it, like this, spread it like that, and eat it. Okay, now if you don't like organic peanut butter and you don't like the apple, there's other different things you can do. We can show you at the end in the books. All right, now, next, we have to talk about lunch. Okay, lunch. We have a fast carb, slow carb, and a protein. Now, another thing what I wanted to tell you, after lunchtime, after that snack with the apple between breakfast and lunch, no more fruit. No more fruit for the rest of the day. Only can have fruit before lunch, because you can't burn that natural sugar off. Now, if you were an iron worker, if you were a carpenter, a bricklayer, that's a different story. Okay, but otherwise, no fruit. Another thing that you're going to find in the book, okay, no bananas in the morning, because bananas, okay, are fattening. People go, oh, yeah, but Sonny, you know, bananas have potassium. For you to have the potassium that you need in your body, you'd have to eat 8 bananas in the morning to get the potassium that you need. Eggplant and salmon has more potassium than a banana. Bananas are out. The oranges are out. Okay? Here, let me talk to you about these oranges. I know sometimes I go back and forth, things like this, but it's very important to me. An orange, a tangerine, orange juice, any of that stuff, even if it's fresh squeezed. A glass of orange juice is 17 packages of sugar. That's why no oranges. You don't need oranges for vitamin C. So many other things that you eat that you don't even know about has vitamin C in it. Okay, so let's go back to our lunch. Okay, one of many lunches. Salad. You could buy a salad, make a salad. Doesn't mean because you're on this weight loss program, okay, that, you know, you have to cook everything home. No, not necessarily. You could go out. Let's talk about you go out and buy a salad out. Okay, fine, great, you buy the salad. What you want to do is in your salad, you want to have, if you like it, tomatoes, cucumbers, celery, let's say mushrooms. And by the way, let's talk about the mushrooms. Mostly mushrooms, you know, people buy them in jars or cans. No can or jar stuff because it's full of salt. And by the way, you cannot have salt at all. Salt is out of the question because it makes you retain water and blows you up. Okay, so let's go back to the salad. Let's say you want to put, let me say, what else are you going to put? Olives. No olives. No green olives, no black olives. People go, oh, the salad's in it. Because they come in jars and they come in cans and they're full of salt. Salt's got to leave your body, all right? Believe it or not, okay, the vegetables that you buy have salt in them. You don't even realize it. You don't need to go like this, all right, with the salt. Salt is out. All right, so here's your salad. But here's the thing with the salad, okay? You need to have a protein with it, okay? So protein, you could have beef, you could have chicken, you could have pork, you could have lamb. You know, there's many different types of meat that you can have. And then again, like I told you again, it's in the book. All right, you can have that with it. Now, pasta, okay? So we're going to talk about pasta. We're going to talk about rice because they're fast carbs. Can you have that? Yes, you can have it at lunchtime. Do we weigh it? No. What we do is about what your hand is, however big your hand is, that's the pasta or that's the amount of rice that you can have, okay, at lunch and lunch only. Now people go, well, I like to have rice and beans. Okay, rice and beans are fine, but you can't have the beans. Any beans is good for you. You can't have beans that are in a can or a jar because they're full of salt. If you take where you can buy the packages of dry beans, soak them overnight, that's fine. All right, so that's one of many lunches that you can have. What I want to talk to you too about the protein for lunch. Let's just say you have one of these things, like if you have the pork, or let's say you have the beef, or you have the fish, poultry, whatever, lamb, whatever. Whatever you have the meat at lunch, you can't have the same for dinner. It has to be switched. You can't have the same. All right? Now, people say to me, well, what kind of salad dressing can I use? Balsamic vinegar or light you can have on your salad. Nothing at all, but it's kind of like bland, things like that. Anything that says sugar-free, salt-free, light, anything that's light, it's the better alternative than the regular. None of this like creamy Italian, Caesar, or things like that. No, you can't have any of that. All right, now let's go between, okay, our lunch and our dinner. We need to snack again. And what we're doing is, remember what I told you, we're eating because it's time to eat. Okay, it'll keep your metabolism, like your motor in the car, running, and with the right food to make you burn fat. For instance, let me explain this a little bit more to you. Let's talk about a car, okay? When you put gasoline in the car, okay, what happens? The car could run for a certain amount of time, okay? But if you shut the car off, it doesn't burn gasoline, okay? What happens is when you don't eat enough, okay, with the right combinations of food, or your metabolism, your motor, is not running. We want to keep it running, okay, with the right fuel, like the right fuel in your car. You don't put a little water in your gas tank. You don't take a little oil out of your motor. You don't take a little bit of antifreeze out of your radiator, because what happens, the car is not running right. Same thing with your body. You don't put the right food in it, it's not going to run right. If it doesn't run right, you're going to be heavy, gain weight, and be fat. You put the right food in it, in the right combinations, you will lose weight, because your metabolism will be running and running and running and running to burn fat. Okay, so now next let's talk about after lunch, between lunch and dinner. You have to snack again. By the way, I wanted to talk to you about that apple and the peanut butter between the breakfast and lunch. Okay, when you take the apple and the peanut butter combination together and eat it, it's the same effect as a 5-hour energy drink. Next, let's talk about that lunch, and let's talk about between the dinner. You need to snack again. There's many kind of things, okay? One of the ones I recommend is, okay, celery and organic peanut butter. Take a celery stick. You can buy them all cut up like that, or you can just take a celery stick and cut a couple pieces up, a little bit of organic peanut butter on it like that. Celery and organic peanut butter is like an anti-inflammatory, all right? Now, let's say you don't like celery, okay? You don't like the apple and the peanut butter. There's many different combinations of these snacks that you can have. All right, walnuts and almonds, unsalted. Okay, you can have them as a snack. Like I said, many, many different combinations at the end of the show. Okay, I'll talk to you about that. Let's talk about dinner now. All right, dinner. You're only going to have a slow carb, okay, and a protein, which means, let's just say, hypothetically, you had fish for lunch. Well, you can't have the fish for dinner. But let's talk about the fish, okay? You can have tuna fish too, the tuna fish that's in the can in the water, or fresh tuna fish, okay? If you're going to have tuna fish, people go to me, well, Sonny, I usually put mayonnaise in it. Mayonnaise is fine. Don't make it soupy, okay, that you pour it. Now, do not use, okay, fat-free mayonnaise. Do not use light mayonnaise, because this is the reason why. Because if you turn it over, the jar, okay, the ingredients that are in light and fat-free, you don't even know how to pronounce it or say it. So what is it? Use regular mayonnaise. Just don't use a lot of it. Okay, so let's get back to the dinner now. So, like I said, whatever you have for the lunch with the protein, it has to be the opposite. And you're going to have a vegetable. All right? Vegetables, okay, that are a slow carb. Now, all vegetables are not good for you for weight loss. All right? What you're not going to have is carrots. You're not going to have peas. You're not going to have snow peas. Why? Because they're high in sugar for weight loss. Understand? Now, what I'm telling you right now, okay, is not what you have to live for the rest of your life on this. It changes. It changes. Once you lose your desired weight, okay, we change all these recipes. That things that you can have, okay, in the right combinations. But right now, we want to get you to a fast start to lose the weight. Okay? So that's why I'm saying don't get upset like, oh, you know, like I can't have this. No, that's not true. Just for right now. Now, here's another thing. Okay? People go to me like, well, can I use breadcrumbs? No, you can't use breadcrumbs. Okay? You could take, let's say you're going to make fish. Well, you got 2 or 3 ways of making fish. If you look on some of my YouTube videos about cooking fish, okay, with the parchment paper, with the lemon, with the lime, things like that, you gotta, you know, look through my shows, look at my books. You could find these things out. I mean, if I wanted to tell you everything right now, this would be 4 hours, okay? But I'm just giving you the fast tricks and tips, okay, of weight loss to get you started right away. Now, people lose 5 pounds every single week if they listen to me and look at my videos, okay, and read my books, all right? All right. Now, next thing, what I want to talk to you about is pasta. You can't have pasta at night. You can have it at lunchtime instead of the rice. And if you want to have the pasta, I prefer the whole wheat pasta. Okay, but now they have so many different things. They have pasta made out of zucchini. They have pasta that made out of this and made out of that, which is all vegetables, okay? Here's the thing what I want you to look at. Look behind the bag and see what the sodium is and what the sugar is. I'm more concerned with the sodium, all right? Now, another thing what I wanted to talk to you about, do not buy anything that says diet. That's bad. Don't buy diet. Whatever you, and people say to me, well, Sonny, should I use only fresh vegetables? Well, if you want to and you have the time, fine, do it. But remember this, frozen is fine. Especially now they got these frozen vegetables in the steam bags, that's 1, 2, 3, all right? So people, well, isn't the fresh better? Well, it's really not, because we're talking about these frozen vegetables are flash frozen, not the frozen that we think of our freezer. It's 1, 2, 3, it's frozen, it's good, it's just as good. Trust me when I tell you. Don't go crazy. And like I always say, you know, if you want to spend a lot of time in the kitchen, get paid for it. Be a short order cook or a chef. But if you're not getting paid for it, I'd say get in and out of the kitchen fast. I want to talk about you some drinks, okay? Between breakfast and dinner. Okay, unwritten rules, you try to have at least a gallon of water, okay, between breakfast and dinner. They got the bottles of water you can sip on all day, this, that, the other thing, try to. By the way, no, which I told you, no orange juice, no Simply Orange, none of that crap shit, it's no good, okay. Apple juice, and the worst thing is cranberry juice. Do not drink cranberry juice, okay? I'm going to take a couple of minutes to talk to you about this cranberry juice, all right? It kind of like bothers me because they say cranberry juice is good for you. Well, it really is good for you, but not the stuff that you buy in the supermarket on the shelf, all right? Remember what I'm going to tell you. Everything that you buy in the supermarket necessarily is not good for you for weight loss. Everything that you go to a gym and see there is not necessarily good for you. So let's talk about this cranberry juice. Yeah, it's good for you. Thanksgiving, okay, around Thanksgiving you see these cranberries in in the can or in the jar, okay, this tastes sweet and everything like this. I want to talk to you about this. Around the holiday there, you can buy these bags in the supermarket of real cranberries. If you took the real cranberries, okay, and they're hard as a rock, okay, and you put them in a pot of boiling water, and you boiled them till they got soft, and you put that cranberry in your mouth, you'd spit it out. Basically, it tastes like kerosene, but is it good for you? Yeah. If you took that cranberry water and tried to drink it, okay, is it good for you? Yeah, it really is. Okay, but you'd spit it out, it tastes like kerosene. Okay, so these things that you buy in a supermarket on the shelf either has one or two things in it: sugar or high fructose corn syrup, which I want to talk to you about the high fructose corn syrup, which is a killer. What the side effect of that is, makes you hungry and makes you fat. Okay, so let's get back to the cranberries. Stevia, okay, is a tree leaf. It's natural. It's a plant. It's a bark. Whatever you want to say. Okay, you can buy that plant in the store. So if you wanted to take the cranberry juice and add that to it, that's fine. Don't drink that apple juice, that cranberry juice, any of that grape that's on the shelf. It's full of sugar or high fructose corn syrup, okay, which is bad for you. And another thing about the high fructose corn syrup, which I want to talk to you about, okay, there's a lot of countries, and I'm not going to waste the time right now, there's a lot of countries that it's banned. You cannot use high fructose corn syrup. Or one of the other names it's for, not to get into it, simple syrup, bad, okay? You heard of that, okay? So remember, side effect, makes you hungry and fat. In my books and other shows that we're going to do, and other videos that we're going to do, I'll get more into that. Let's talk about bread. Can you have bread on weight loss? No, not for the rest of your life, but no, okay? Because, why? Because most of the bread is made with high fructose corn syrup. I've noticed in the supermarkets where I try to get into the supermarket to look what's around, I'm not saying this is the only one that does it, but I've seen Pepperidge Farm, okay, bread, I think it was the light rye or whole wheat or whatever it might be, okay, right on the top of the cover of the Pepperidge Farm, it said in black letters, no high fructose corn syrup. That's okay, but this is another show. You can have that in the morning, but we'll go into that at another time, okay, after you lose the weight you want to lose, how you can have the bread, you know, with your food, but not right now. So what I want to say to you is, even now today with ketchup, I've seen some ketchups now that say right on it, no high fructose corn syrup. You can have it. But if it doesn't say it, and now they're starting to make it really big that you can see it, you can't have it. All right? Can you have desserts? You can have desserts. Okay? Certain desserts that I have in my books, things like this. Okay? But for right now, this is the fast tricks and tips about your fast weight loss that you could do. I want to talk about water. You know, people have in their house water, the filters on the things and things like that, and that's fine. I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with it. I even cook my vegetables in Fiji water. I use, you know, alkaline water. There's many alkaline waters out there. I even cook, like I said, I cook my vegetables and I only drink alkaline water because it is better for you. People go, water is water. No, water is not all the same. Don't think it is. All right? Things that you could drink all day is water. You could drink teas. All teas are good for you. Okay? Just don't put any sugar or honey when you're trying to lose weight. Okay? And if you have to put a little milk in it, 2% fat-free skim milk. That'll be fine. Okay, my success with people that need to, usually the people, you know, companies that I work for or people that just are with me, they need to lose 50, 100 to 200 plus pounds. That's what I'm used to dealing with. And they lose this weight extremely fast. People go to be like, well, you know, I remember this one thing one time. I was at a club working, you know, and they set me up with somebody, which they only set me up with people who didn't lose weight because that's what I specialize in. Okay, and the person said to me, you know, I lost 50 pounds. Well, you know, I'm saying, well, that sounds great. technically be a little sarcastic. In my mind, I was saying, like, where'd you lose it? But anyway, I just said, oh, great. How long did it take you to lose the 50 pounds? And they said to me, well, it took me a year. And I'm like, I backed up a little bit. And I go like, it took you a year to lose 50 pounds. Well, you know what? That's wrong. That's wrong, okay? You can lose the weight fast. People go, well, you should lose it slow. No, you shouldn't. You put it on fast, you can take it off fast and constantly eat and be healthy, all right? So, you know, I just want to give you a couple little these things right now to think about what I'm saying to you. If you watch any of my videos, I say I'm the real deal for weight loss and weight loss meals. Well, I am. Okay, in other shows and things like that, I'm going to bring all my clients in that lost extreme amount of weight in 3 to 4 months. Okay, but mostly 3 months. Okay, extreme amount, and are healthy and look good and great and eating more than they ever ate in their life. That's right, they eat more than they ever ate in their life to lose weight. You need to eat to lose weight. The right food and the right combinations of food. And people go to me, combinations? What are you talking about, right? Well, listen, look at it this way. If you took the tire off the car, it doesn't move. If you took the gas out of the tank, it doesn't go. If you took the oil out of the motor, it doesn't go. Or let's, like I said in the previous earlier, what I say, put a little water in the gas tank, it doesn't run right. You put the wrong food, the fuel in your body, you're going to get fat and you don't lose weight. Put the right stuff in, like I'm telling you, you're going to lose the weight, you're going to get ripped, and you're going to look good. Fast, fast. That's the idea of this whole thing. You want to do it fast. Okay? You put it on fast, take it off fast. You can. Because remember, you're going to eat more than you ever ate in your life. Another tip, 4 to 5 hours before you go to bed, no food. If you like climbing the walls, which you won't after a while, only because I got you eating constantly all day in the right combinations of food. Very important, right combinations of food. Okay? You won't be hungry. All right? Another thing which you can look at one of my videos that I think that people should drink all the time is the chaga tea. Okay, see my video about the chaga tea. Chaga tea is a great thing to drink. Okay, so anyway, I hope this little video here taught you something and get you inspired and get you thinking to buy my books, to look at my books. I don't forget. I've got the YouTube show. I got Twitter. I got Instagram. You know, I've got all the stuff out there for you. You can check my stuff out on Sonny Eat Well Club. You can check my my Twitter station, my Facebook, okay, Sonny Eat Well Club, things like that, and everything like that. Where there's a will, there's a way to get in contact with me. Can help you, okay. On Amazon, I got these books out here about a cookbook about weight loss meals, and then when you look through this book, you're going to see a lot of things that basically that I talked about, or videos that you've seen. I just want to show you this a little bit here. And then some of the things you're going to say, well, Sonny, you told me I can't eat that. Well, in the first 3 months, you can't. But after a while, you can. You can't eat the way I'm talking about it like that forever. Okay? We got another book out on Amazon, or you could email me. You try to get a hold of me. I can send you these books. Okay? Sonny Eat Well, Perfect Portions. It tells you fast carbs, slow carbs, and proteins, the combinations of it, when to have it and how not to have it. You buy the plate, which is easy. There's a lot of things you're going to find out about. Okay, you're interested, you want to get weight loss and weight loss fast, get ripped, get healthy, and eat a lot, don't be deprived, you could find me. I gave you the ways to get me. All right, so this is Sonny from Sonny Eat Well Club. I'm the real deal when it comes to weight loss meals, and we do have a fitness video out too. Okay, have a great day. Remember, the real deal for weight loss and weight loss meals is right here.